One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Out of the gun, the inside give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. We've been watching them all year, but David, it seems like they're starting to find themselves a little bit right now, having won the last two.
Yeah, they're in the category of others receiving votes. Like, there's those next 26, 27, 28. These guys, they're right on the cusp of getting ranked. They've had a really good start to their season.
And they're about to get that recognition then if they can just keep winning. You got to stick to the formula. This is a team that prides themselves on being physical and executing. You got to see that today.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Thomas. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Got it behind the line. It's Robinson.
The defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
It's as if you're in go in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it. It'll bring up fourth down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Well, the kicking team obviously missed the fair catch signal. The officials did not. Handoff from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
He wants to change this route. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Wide open downfield. Wide open spaces. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Going up top. He's got it for a big play. Big play takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On the move. And the Bruins are in the hurry out. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far for the field goal. Punting does nothing for you. They'll go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
There he goes! Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the 1st quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Fires on the move. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
They booted away on 4th down. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Going right to work up top. He wants to take the top off. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Marshall. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down. The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick handoff. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And the Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Rooster crows. They are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. He's got an open man. Touchdown, UCLA. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. San Diego State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 14 to Cincinnati. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Sellers. He fires a bullet to the right. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the Gamecocks are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy, because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They want to dance their way in on third and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll immediately call timeout. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit, because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Makes the grab outside. It's Clark. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Receivers always have to be so careful around the sideline to not step out accidentally. So give that receiver credit. Nice job on the route to bring the ball in while on a tight route.
They'll give it to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
That's reeled in. It's Brown. Shakes off the defender. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit.
Number 24 in punt formation to kick it away.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Trying play action. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Pulls it in, it's Bennett. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. All the way out to the 37-yard line, it's a gain of 15. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body. And you better look out, college football.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. This one's complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning on the Jets. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense, and he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Here comes the heat. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They take the lead with the 6. The best way I can think of to describe this cat, he's like a human get-out-of-jail-free card. He'll make it work no matter the circumstance.
And so as a defense, Reese, I mean, you've got to be aware of what this guy is doing at all times.
looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 11 over Troy. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass. It's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown Gamecocks. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And they can't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He wants to throw it again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Sellers. Throwing right. He makes the catch. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Bringing the heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Second down coming up. The run from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job on first down. Great job on second down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
The offense changing the play. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down.
24 in punt formation to kick it away.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Still running at the 40. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Off the play fake. With the catch, it's Thomas. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
First down for the offense.
Defense backed up, and this crowd trying to will them to get a big stop late. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Punch it out of the air. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. Touchdown, Bruins! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Sellers. Makes the catch. It's Bennett. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds. Complete.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situations, a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Keeps the play going. He's going to take off. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football, I tackle him on the ground, and I force the fourth down.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down. Stops the clock and has them on the move, trying to get the late score. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Under fire. Quarterback adapting. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Connection to the right. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He wants it all. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
Well, there's a lot of pressure on this kicker now. You need to make this kick to send it into overtime, but this is not a chip shot. This is not a gimme, and this is college football. Crazier things have happened.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. Never a doubt. And we are all tied up here in the fourth. We'll get it started here in overtime. Wide receiver comes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back, get it into his hands quickly, let him go pick up the first.
And the Bruins will have the ball first in overtime. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, give on the inside. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Can't get him to... it's a running room. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
A touchdown ends the game here in overtime. It's first and goal. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
There's an old